morning. This is Lisa Schmid with the Stamper Studio, and welcome to Saturday in the Studio. I'm glad you're here joining us. Make sure to put in the chat like your name or where you're from. It'd be fun to get to know you a little bit more. Today, I am going to use a stamp set that I have had for a little bit but haven't explored. And of course, once I touch it, then I'm like, oh, this is so cute. I know that's surprising to you to hear those words come out of my mouth, but very true. So the stamp set I'm going to use today is called Knit Together. And I just have to be like, this is in honor of my mom because she knit from when she was 7 until she passed away at 92. So you could say to my mom, she lived in California, and we live obviously in Minnesota. We say, Mom, I really need a hat. Literally within a week, the hat would be at your doorstep in the mail. So she would just knit, knit, knit. Anyway, so fun. So let's get started. I want to show you Knit Together. Look how fun that is. So it's just knitting. Woo! It's just knitting. So what we're going to do with it is what makes it really fun. But the dies are super cute that come with it. Remember, when you get a bundle, you save 10%, so that's always a good deal. So these dies are called knit sweater dies. A very original name there. But we've got the Christmas trees and these little, you can tell I used these. I'm going to show you a card I made with these, the reindeer. Look at how cute those are. I'll just pop those right out. The reindeer. Got some hearts, so I can always hang on to it for Valentine's Day. And these poinsettias and snowflakes. I think we're going to use the poinsettias this morning, but I'm going to show you a card I made with this first before we make a card together. So this card, I used the Bedazzling that you get for free with a $50 order, Bedazzling. That's in the background. And so I just took my Sahara Sand cardstock and die cut those out. Now, when I went all the way across, of course, it comes apart. It breaks it into two pieces, and I was like, oh, how fun is that? That could be an edge on something. And here's what I loved about when I made it, what was left over. Look, all these little reindeers and Christmas trees that you could easily use for something else. Oh, what could I use them for? Glad you asked. Let me show you. Before I show you that, let me tell you that this designer series paper here is from the Peaceful Prints, and that also is a free item with a $50 order. Okay, and don't miss this fantastic gold ribbon. The gold ribbon is stunning. It's part of the blackberry, help me out, blackberry sweet, and it is just gorgeous. All right, so let me show you this little tag I made with my leftovers. How fun is this to make a little Christmas tag? Look at that. I just took the same designer series paper, took one of my reindeer and that little piece that I had, and then on the same Sahara Sand paper. And I was going to tell you one more thing about that. Oh, this is from Playful Pets. The little ribbon there comes in. You get a set of, I think, 3 ribbons in that set. But look how fun that is. And of course, to cut out the stocking, which is part of the stocking dies. And I showed you that on Wednesday night. But just to show you another way you can just use this, just so sweet. How fun is that?
Good morning, Barb.
Isn't that so cute? Good morning.
I think that tag you even could just mount on a card base
and
make a great card front.
Sure. You could mount this on a card like that, and it would be a super cute card. I was just thinking as a tag for Christmas would be super fun also.
For sure.
All right, so I am basing what I'm doing this morning. I had made this off of this sweater. So obviously we're doing knitted, so I want to make a sweater. So we will be using the suit and tie dies. I'm going to use the V and I'm going to use the collar. But first, let's go ahead and stamp our humongous stamp. So I'm going to stamp it in real red, and when you have a big stamp like this is how you do it. You don't do it the other way, upside down, right? We're going to do it this way. We don't put the stamp into the ink. Instead, we put the ink on the stamp, because as you can see, I can see where I've missed or where I'm getting all the ink. And then, instead of turning this over and stamping, we're going to take our white cardstock I actually want my, yep, I guess it'll go this way. I am going to put that on there and take a scrap piece of paper and rub it. And that's going to get my ink all over that fun paper. Are you ready? The big reveal. That's always a fun thing. Okay, ready? Here we go. Pick it up. I can see it. Whoop! Ah, how fun is that? Okay, I'm probably the only person in the world who stamps one piece of knitted cardstock, and I'm all excited. So fun. All right, so we are going to put this on. Let's see. We're going to die cut out our little V first, and we can decide how, because underneath how big it's going to be. Oh, I can't die cut it on this. Well, I'm going to make this narrower so I can, shoot.
Just want the big one?
I just want, yeah. Dave's going to grab the big Stamp and Cut emboss, because I was thinking I could use my little one, but see, this is the thing with the smaller one. This quarter sheet of cardstock does not fit through there. Oh, I could just trim it a little bit. I'll just use the big one. I have a plan, and I want to use what I want to use, right? Oh boy, I'm going to have to give this back to you when I'm done, because it's kind of big. Okay, look at these plates, friends. You can use the plates for a very long time. I actually use them until they completely crack. Shocker, I know, but I do. All right, I think that's probably a good, centered a little bit, squish the bug, or put on a Post-it note. We'll just wind that little bit through. I'm just going to come back so I don't have to have it come out the other side. There we go. All right, and there's my sweater. Let me give that back to Dave. Get that out of my way. All right, so here's my little sweater, and I'm going to put on a little collar. How cute is that? It looks like it's a little off, so I am going to trim a little bit. I can see that I didn't get that quite in the center, so now I'll make it more in the center. There we go, just like that. It's so easy. All right, so I'm going to put my little collar on there, which I also die cut out of here. Little collar. All right, let's get some adhesive, and we'll stick that on. Stick on my collar. The collar, sometimes I have a hard time deciding which way it goes, but if you actually look at the die and follow along this straight line, that's how it goes. Because sometimes I'm like, wait. And that's how it goes. So let's just stick this on across that line. It'll make a nice little collar for us. There we go. And of course, we're going to stick a piece of white in the background. Just a little smidge of white so that we can cover up that little spot right there. So we want it to be like that. Yep, just like that. Okay, look how cute. It's already such a cute sweater. But we have one more thing we need to do with the sweater. And, oh, I put adhesive on the wrong side. That's okay, I'll start building it on my card. Dave's like, oh boy. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna go here, but before I do that, I need to die cut something out of my sweater. So let's trim this to equal, so it fits underneath and gives a little border there. We'll double check that. Yep, that looks great. So we're gonna put a design here down on the bottom, and I think, Sweetie Pea, that this will fit. I'm gonna make it fit. Oh no, it won't fit. I just need the big one again, because this won't fit. Can you grab me the big die again? He's like, of course I can, because I love you so much. I am happy to do that for you. I mean, be real, folks. By now, he knows there's going to be something I need, right? All right, so we're going to take this and use our little poinsettia dies, and I'm going to put dies right across the bottom. Won't that be cute? I think that would be really fun. Here it is. So let's see if we can get that a little bit straighter. Whoop. There we go. Squish the bug. You know why I say that? Because you can use a Post-it note to hold it in the right space, but I just choose to do it that way. I gotta turn this. I'm cranking completely backwards. There we go. Okay, last time I don't promise. There you go. Oh, my hero. All right, so let's take a look at this. How fun is that? So pop all those out. There we go. Now we're ready to put this on here. How fun is that with our little sweater? And we could do another one, another one. I'm just going to do the one for today, but it would look cute with many. I'm going to get my little take a pick and get those out of there so we can see all those fun poinsettias through it. There we go. So fun. And again, you could make this into a tag, or you could use it just as a card. A Christmas card, I think, would be really fun. Okay, let's line that up. There we go. Isn't that so fun? How fun is that? All right, I'm going to straighten out my base here, and we will go ahead and stick that on there. Okay. Let's go ahead and use our bone folder here and just get that really nice, nicely creased. All right, there's our little sweater. Hee hee. But, friends, we are not done yet, because you know what we need? We need a little necklace. So we have to decide, do we want the necklace in red? It's kind of a lot of red. Or do we want it in black? What do you think, Dave?
Probably black. I don't think the red will show up.
Yeah, I think the red is a little too similar. So we're going to use these tiny little black matte dots and make a little necklace. How fun will that be? Coming out underneath the collar. So cute, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right, and there we go. How cute is that? Isn't that darling? I'm going to pull this up around it because just squish it under there. There we go. The other thing I thought, how fun would this be, and I'm just going to try it because I thought it'd be fun, is you could put a gem hanging right there with these fun dies, or fun, excuse me. Yes, yes, yes. Because these are shaped, they're shaped like a teardrop, and they're shaped like little triangles. So those are just, Dave's going to look it up and see what those are. But look at that. How fun is that? You got to have some little focal point. Well, and then, of course, maybe we want to put some words on it, right? And so you think, well, where are we going to put the words? Well, let's grab a little piece of white, and I'm going to use the words from this stamp set, Christmas to Remember. And I was thinking what I really like is Magic is in the Air or Merry. And maybe you don't want to put any words on the outside, but I'm going to do Magic is in the Air because I think that's super fun. You can tell I just recently used it and I didn't put on the words yet.
Our little gem there is from the Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials.
Great. Thank you. And we'll stamp that, of course, in red. Okay, as I'm looking at this, I'm also thinking how fun would that have been to do the glitter underneath, the glimmer paper. And we could have used that underneath, and that would have been really fun too. So many things are so fun, right? All right, so we're just going to stamp this Magic is in the Air, like that. And then we'll trim it. And we'll maybe attach it on the very bottom. So I'm going to make it really, really small so it can sit underneath the poinsettias there. There we go. All right, so we'll just make that itty bitty. And sometimes I do stamp and then cut, not when I'm making a lot, but yes, Dave.
I was going to say, this is a pretty sweater, but obviously you could also
Yes.
have a whole lot of fun making ugly Christmas sweaters.
Of course, and no surprise to you, we have to pop this up. I have nothing popped up. I mean, come on now. Let's not be crazy. Every card has to have dimensionals. You know, I keep 10 on hand at any time just to make sure I don't ever run out. There we go. How cute is that? I think that looks great. And then if we wanted to, we could add a little black dot. But I'm going to leave the black, black up here. How cute is that? What do you think, guys? Super, super, super fun. And yes, how fun would it be to make an ugly Christmas sweater, like in funky colors? Because, you know, that's kind of the thing. All right, so that is I love the sweater. That is our sweater dies, as well as using the dies here, just so you can see those. So fun. And like I said, now that you saw what I did with it, I want to show you one more time that you could have the poinsettias, right? We also have snowflakes. How cute would they be? This little design. And then also the reindeers and reindeer. I realized as soon as I said reindeers, the reindeer and the trees and the zigzag, just so much fun you can have with this stamp set, or with these dies and the stamp set. So fun. All right, I want to let you know, if you have not seen our BOGO, it was last night. It was very fun. Well, it was fun, I guess. Was it fun? I think it was fun. It's just a lot to read. So anyway, a lot to show you and a lot to read. But make sure you look at the post for the BOGO sale, because you can still, if you see a photo of something you want, just put your name on it and we'll take that out for you. And then, do you want to put up those little directions again? Because that's super handy. So Sunday, we will go ahead and...
So right now we're in the after the broadcast part. So
Perfect.
You can look at the pictures that we've posted of all the things that are still available. If there's no comment on that photo, go ahead and say, want this one. And then on Sunday, we will be contacting you with what your total. We'll send you an email that has your total, has an invoice for the shipping on those free items, and then also the link so you can place your order for new merchandise.
All right. And that is why there are two of us, because I don't know if you've ever seen a woman's brain is like spaghetti and a man's brain is like this. And so Dave is like this with this order, and I'm like all over the place. So that's why it takes two of us to make this happen. Don't forget about the Christmas Card Design Studio is next Saturday. It can be in person or it can be virtual. And I am happy to help you design your Christmas card. I have lots and lots of samples. I have lots of stamps. We will actually create one. We'll pull out the paper, the colors, everything, stamp it, and so you'll know exactly what you're making. It just costs $5. That's just to reserve your spot, and then I'll give you the $5 back on your order. The last thing I want to tell you about is, don't forget about the Class to Go. So the Class to Go is using this beautiful inspired thoughts. Can you come back down? Or no, okay. Using the beautiful inspired thoughts. And with this class, this is one you can do totally at your own time. So you'll receive the stamp set and the dies, a linen thread bundle, 4 cards, PDF, and a tutorial. So you can make it at your convenience, which is super handy. But if you wanted to join us because you're like, oh, I just need some extra help, you can join us on September 23rd. But again, like I said, you can make it all on your own time too, which is great. And they are right here. I just think they are absolutely gorgeous. I just think these are just so fun. So, and I'll show you some new techniques on how to do that ombre. Anyway, ombre. All right, so make sure you sign up for that at thestamperstudio.com. I think that's all we have for you. I am excited to see you on Monday, and have a great weekend. The weather is supposed to be gorgeous, so have a great weekend. Is there anything else, Dave?
I think that's
all
everything.
All right, happy stamping, friends. Check out the BOGO.